top of the morning. Back out here on the clearing job. The rain has evaded us again. So we're gonna set in digging this core today. I got a little bit more I gotta clear. Because once again, I was right. I said these trees were gonna be in the way. I got argued with, said they'd be fine. And now they're in the way. And now we don't have a fire. So, damn this fucking lady. I swear, this lady wants you fucking by every time I try to knock a goddamn tree over. Every single time I'm trying to knock all these trees over, here she comes. I think she's trying to keep me from knocking these trees over. That bad boy's in there. You get higher up, I hate to knock this big pretty oak over, but it's right in the way of where the dam's gonna go. God almighty. That's crazy. Usually they just shove right over. Not today. I dug all around it except the very front. I guess it's nody in there. Well, that saves me from having to try to break the stump off for it to burn. I guess in a way that's a bonus. But now I'm gonna have a pretty hard time getting this stump out of the ground. It's not even wiggling. This red dirt in here is very compacted. Oh boy. I mean, this is literally right where the core trench is going. So it's just kind of one of those deals, you know, it had to go. Golly, this is crazy. I cannot believe that this thing is this stuck in the ground. I mean, you don't ever break an oak tree in half like I just did right there. I had all three sides exposed. The only side that I didn't break the roots was down here at the bottom. And I mean, I'm not even really digging up any feeder roots. They're all just little, you know, little tiny roots. This ground's hard, boy. I tell you. Good red clay down there. You just got to pry on it. It'll come out. Just got to break that taproot loose. She ain't wiggling. That's not good. There it goes. doesn't help anything that I'm sitting on the side of a hill. It definitely makes life a lot harder. Not sitting on, flat ground. Try not to tear a hose out. This is crazy. Big old rascal put up a fight now. That is why, guys. You'll see when I get this thing flopped out of the hole. That's a big old stump. And we're going to put that in the pond bottom. Because you couldn't burn that stump in hell with a blowtorch. And that's the truth. Baby. Come on, baby. I know. I know. Some good red clay in this hillside. It's a shame it just turns into junk. I'm basically going to dig my core right down through there, kind of on the inside of that flag. Got to dig it 10 foot wide where you can get the dozer in there. I'd say that's probably one of the benefits of having a little dozer, especially like if you had like a little D5. Most of the time D5s only have like a 10 foot blade on them. And that's just that less, that much less core dirt you've got to have. But there's a phone line right in here, right on the other side of these trees. So we're gonna leave these two big trees here on my left, and go ahead and get these out because they're gonna be at the back slope, and we'll end up killing them. Down there without dropping it on me. You can't pile dirt around trees, guys. A lot of contractors do it, and you just end up killing the tree. And then you can't get in there. They build what they build around the tree, and then the tree dies, and then they've got to hire a tree guy to come in and get the tree. You can't really get equipment. Nobody's gonna haul a track hoe or whatever like we're doing right here. I can take that tree down in 10 minutes and have it on the fire burning. But if if this guy had to pay somebody to come out here and I would love to leave that oak. He wants as big a pond as he can get. He wants as big a pond as he can get, and if we scoop the dam far enough away from these trees, it's going to take away 40 or 50. I'd say probably 40 yards or more of his pond bottom, and I know for a fact he's not going to be happy with that. So we are going to hope and pray that we don't dig up a phone line here. I don't see it. I don't see that phone line being up against these trees. Most of the time they put in phone lines in the trencher. You gotta be careful and end up pulling that tree over. And the problem is, you don't really know you've dug up a phone line unless you just get lucky and see it. Let's see if I can pull this tree over. I doubt it. It's a big oak. No, I'll have to get down here beside of it. Got quite the mess on my hands down here now. There's our 42 foot. That's probably going to be center of the dam right there where that red flag, where that orange flag is. So that's, you can pretty much see, that's why we got to take these trees out. Unfortunately, there were probably 2 or 3 of the prettier trees on the property, but they had to go. We'll go ahead and carry this big old stump over here out of the way. It'll be a while before we're ready to put stumps in the bottom of the pond, so I mean, it works out. It saves us from having to try and burn them. It gives the fish a real good habitat. And that's what he wants, is he wants to stock this pond if it holds water. We do everything we can to make them hold water, but they're just, you can't ever guarantee they're gonna hold water, because I mean, you just don't ever know. There's a pond out by my dad's house, and it was one of the prettiest ponds you've ever seen. You know, it was doing really, really well. And a sinkhole blew out in the middle of it. So, alright guys, let me get these trees cleaned up, and I'll get this video back on when we start digging this core trench in. Alrighty folks, this is going to be the first scoop of core trench. I really wouldn't mind stripping this where we've got, I may put this, we'll put the topsoil on the very back side of the dam. I think that'll be a good spot for it. We're already into some pretty nice stuff. I don't think I'm gonna have to dig this core very deep. Biggest thing I'm doing here, guys, is just making sure I get down far enough into a clay layer that I'm happy with. It's starting to look pretty good. What you're looking for is that wall, this inside wall, to smear. That's the biggest thing you're looking for. Looks pretty good to me. Kind of a shale, a little bit of a shale layer right there. Actually, I'll go down just a little bit more and make sure. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect, guys. See that? See how it's smearing right there? That's how you know you've got now deep enough in your core. That's a really good layer of just gumbo-y wet clay. Yeah, that's gonna be phenomenal, guys. Very, very pleased with that. I'm gonna try and stockpile this clay as far back behind this dam or this topsoil as far back behind the dam as I can. Well, we've got plenty of topsoil down here to topsoil the back slope with. Really good topsoil down here, actually. Very good topsoil. Try and keep this drain open the best I can. There's a culvert that goes under the road there. The biggest goal here, what we're doing is just we're trying to make sure that we get our core trench back up, high enough where if it does decide to rain, I think that's going to hit right in there. I think I got a little wide here, but like I was saying, we're just trying to get this back up high enough where if it does rain, we don't shoot ourselves in the foot and create a mess. That's what we don't want to do. Trying to get this. This is a really good clay layer down here. It's amazing how the dirt changes. The clay's not very good up there at all. It's real sandy stuff. This stuff seems to be pretty good. It's a little sandy. I just like to get down deeper, kind of in natural depressions where runoff, all the runoff goes for a property, just to make sure there's not a creek bed or, something that could potentially cause a leak. I'd say that's my biggest concern, is just getting down deep enough. That way that nothing's going to go under your dam. You can kind of see how the dirt changes, which is really good. Rocky stuff. Can't help but feel like I'm a little off here. I feel like I'm not digging in the right direction. So I'm definitely glad I'm digging through this layer here. There's it's like an organic, it's kind of a shelly. We call it shale rock up here in Tennessee, but some people call it different things. But definitely want to. That bottom layer there, I like that. That looks good. Could probably put this material back. It's just got a lot of colors in it. Biggest thing here, guys, is to make sure you get your cork trench wide enough for your dozer blade. That'll be a disaster. It's not the end of the world, but it makes a lot of work for the dozer if you don't make your core wide enough. I like the way that looks there. See that little layer there? There's like a little rock layer right where that water runs down through here. So that's why we do this, guys. This is you will absolutely destroy a pond just a second. You don't do this step right here right, everything else is looking good. Let's see what this wall looks like. I may be able to start shallowing up. There's a real sandy layer of material in here that I didn't like. And see how it's not smearing like this bottom is? See how this bottom's smearing real good? That's what you're looking for. my topsoil back behind the dam. That way, it's kind of out of the way. We can take the track home when we get the dam up the grade and kind of pull it back up on the slope, and spread it out with a dozer and walk it in, and that'll get us some good grass growing on the back of our pond dam here. I think I need to just peel that way just a little bit with this whenever I start on the other side. I may stockpile this topsoil here. I may have to move it a couple of times. But I think I'm gonna run out of room and put it on the back slope like that. It won't take just a minute to load that in the truck. Move it if we need to. Got to be kind of conscious of how much we dig today and tomorrow, because, well, like I said, we've been waiting on the rain, and not raining. Oh, we missed. I mean, I had to go haul topsoil yesterday, so it worked out fine. But we kind of didn't get too carried away yesterday, just because it was supposed to storm last night and rain quite a bit, and it never did. So I'll jump down in this trench here in a minute and kind of show you guys what we've got. Kind of what I look for when I build a pond. Already looking pretty good, but I know there's a shell layer down there that I want to make sure that I get. It doesn't sound too rocky, so I think I'm pretty pleased with this. I like to listen when I'm digging. I like to listen, see what the material sounds like when it's coming out of the bucket. See, there's a little bit. There's some rock right there. Definitely don't want to hear that in the bottom of your quartz right? There's a little rock. See the brown and like brick color, like burnt red color. That's that layer I'm talking about. I'm definitely down under it now. Never want to dig more than you have to, but I promise you'll regret it if you don't do this step right. You'll have a big old hole in the ground that won't hold any water. So fine, you know, because we've got a great, I mean, just awesome clay material up top that we're going to build our core with. So I mean, it's not hurting anything having good back slope dirt like this. Come down here and get this knocked down. What this actually does is it creates kind of a funnel for your good core dirt. Keeps it from spilling out all over the place. You just build right up on the inside of this dirt with your core dirt, and everything's peachy. But I'm very pleased with the way the bottom of this is looking. You guys hear that rock layer down there? That stuff down there, and I mean, guys, that's all it takes is just one little seam of, you know, just a shell rock or whatever, and you got a leaky pond. Alright guys, I'm going to finish getting this core dug out, and when I get this thing done, I'll jump down in there and kind of show you the inside of the wall and what we're looking for. Alright folks, we are down here in the core trench. I'm going to kind of show you guys what I look for when I'm digging these. You can kind of see these clay layers. If you look right here, see how spongy and just tacky that is? See how it smears? That's really what you're looking for. There's actually some groundwater coming up right there at the base of that, but I'm very pleased with this bottom. This stuff is tacky. Boy, it's tacky. It's real wet and just seals off water, you know. But that's what you're looking for when you're digging a core trench. You want to get down in here where it's nice and tacky, and I think, guys, that's going to be just perfect. It's really wet, very. See this stuff here? Yeah, it just balls up in a ball like Play-Doh. If you guys remember Play-Doh, that's what you're looking for. That stuff is, try to smear it and you can't. That's what you're looking for, guys. But I'm happy with this. We're gonna clip this off with a dozer. Everything up through here looks really good. This stuff here is, God. I mean, I can barely even mark that, and that's virgin ground. That's not even compacted. It's kind of insane. You can see how it smears right like that. But that's what you're looking for, guys. Water will not pass through that. We're up out of the pond now. All the way up through there is well up above water level. I was just making sure I got down in here and covered all my bases. But we're gonna keep on digging, guys. Get this thing filled in, and hopefully start coming up out of the ground with this pond dam here. But I'm gonna cut this camera off and we're gonna hammer down and get to work, guys. Alright guys, kind of jump around a little here a little bit, but I got the core trench dug. Took lunch, and we're hauling red dirt down there to the core. We're in pretty much a mad dash to get this core trim's filled in before this rain gets here. It's not the end of the world. You just have to pump it out, but it just makes a mess. So you really want to try and get that thing up where that water will skirt across it. Because it is supposed to rain. But the weatherman's been wrong all week, so I don't really know what to think. But we have some absolutely phenomenal, I'm talking about phenomenal red clay up here. It's a shame we can't use any of the dirt down at the pond down in the pond. It's so sandy. It doesn't have any clay content to it at all. It's like chalk almost. The clay's down there, but it's very deep. 7-8 feet around. So it's not worth going after it. Not when you've got this incredible dirt up here. And this stuff is top tier. Perfect moisture. Stuff up on top is a little wet. The stuff down below that top, like a foot, is perfect. It's all mixing in together really well. So, like I said, just trying to get the cut set up. It's a bit of a struggle sometimes trying to get your cut set up the way you need to, but it's going along good. I'll have to jump on the dozer here in a minute. Probably another 3 or 4 more loads. That is a 35 ton load of red clay. More than almost pretty much double what a tractor hauls. And that's not even getting too crazy with it, because I don't want to smoke the brakes off the truck. Going down a decently steep grade. So, just trying to take care of the truck. Basically what I'm doing here is digging out a place for the truck to back in. I'll get this dug out to probably here, but then the truck can back in, and then I can dig this out while reaching the truck the whole time. You just got to kind of keep flopping back and forth. Alright guys, we're going to keep digging here. I'll try to get you guys some more video. I'm not going to get you much dozer video because the tracks are very squeaky. Just don't want to be annoying. Something's wrong with those tracks. They're basically 90%. I'd say 90%. And they act like the pins have been, pins and bushings have been turned like you do, like the old timers used to do. Obviously they lose the lubricity in them when you turn them. They don't become sealed and lubed anymore, so they swall real bad. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So probably not a ton of dozer video, but we'll see what's going on. You're mashed in, folks. Hate to do it with a smooth drum, but that's all we got. Our compactor the drum doesn't pull, and we can't get around anywhere with that shell on it. Actually, the shell broke, cracked in half, so we had to take it off. Unfortunately, but we're getting her mashed in. It's a slow process, but this is the most important part, guys. You got to have good compaction to make it seal off. Got some really, really good waxy red clay. So, this is what we got, guys. It's coming along.